Today on Wild Florida, we're going to talk about 5 plants you should start in your garden this spring that you can eat. Like, you can eat them. Hi, I'm Jacqueline, the Wild Floridian, and welcome to week 17 of the Growing Food is Easy challenge. The challenge where we save money, go local, and save the world one piece of food at a time. If this is your first time joining us and you want to start from the beginning to get all the tips and tricks that we've shared along the way, go ahead and click on this card right here, or you can wait till the end of the video and a card will appear in one of these 4 corners. Okay, let's get into it. Let's talk about 5 plants that you should be starting in spring. That's food plants, right? Just to be clear. Today, hi! I may get distracted. There is a squirrel. Number 1, it has to be sweet potatoes. Yep. And while they'll grow year-round in most of Florida, here's the thing. This is the time that if you haven't started sweet potatoes, right now, do it. Because sweet potatoes are easy, so easy they could become a weed in your yard. Yeah, they'll grow up, they'll grow out, they'll grow everywhere, but they're also great ground cover. Yeah, so you can block out actual weeds that you don't want there and then have lots of sweet potatoes. Yep. They're a great return on investment because you can just start with 1 organic sweet potato from the grocery store and just grow those guys. Oh, that squirrel's in my mulberry. Back to sweet potatoes. They are a great calorie crop. They have a lot of nutrition in them. They're just all around great food for your food forest. Dude. So go ahead, get yourself an organic sweet potato, get it in the ground and start getting some pounds. And if you want a little bit more information, go ahead and check out the video I did. Sweet potatoes are easy. Number 2, it has to be beans, right? Beans, they're good for your heart. The more you eat them, the more you have a healthy digestive system. Yep, beans are so great. Versatile. You can use them from African dishes to Mexican dishes, just all sorts of things. Great things that you can eat with those beans. I love me some beans. They have proteins, they have some fats, they have lots of nutrition and calories. So they're a great crop for your garden, and a good time to start them is in the spring. But some other things that beans do, which is awesome. Remember, we've talked a lot about amending soil. Well, did you know plants could help amend your soil? And I don't mean just when you're composting them. There are some things, and we really haven't talked about them, but they're called nitrogen fixers. So that when you're going and getting rid of that crop, getting rid of it, that's not the right word. When you're harvesting that crop, they're gonna push more nitrogen into the ground, and beans are nitrogen fixers. So you definitely want some of these guys in your garden. So number 2, beans. Number 3, well, it's gonna be knee-high by the 4th of July. Never heard of that? Is that just an Illinois thing that we say? Well, that's gotta be corn. That's right, in spring, you start your corn. And now this is one of those plants that you can't just plant one. You gotta plant a lot of it because of the way that it, disperses its pollen and gets fertilized and then makes ears of corn. So you need to be doing some blocks of corn if you're gonna do it. But why do you want it? Well, hello, calories. Who doesn't love corn? I mean, really. But don't just think about sweet corn that you go and eat. Think about also the grain corns, right? That you can ground down and make things like tortillas from. All those things are great to have. So corn, it's a great staple crop, calories, nutrition, and super fun. I mean, who doesn't want corn in their yard? Yeah, but watch out because it is a grass. So if you're having grass problems in your yard, you're gonna probably have some corn problems too. But you know what? There's solutions for that. So remember, corn when it comes to spring. Number 4 is like number 3 because it has a husk, but it's not a grain. It's not corn. Nope. What do you think I'm gonna go for? Yep, it's gonna be tomatillos. Have you ever thought, I want tomatoes, but I keep having problems with pests. They keep getting into my tomatoes too soon. Well, tomatillos may be the option that saves you. See, tomatillos are great because similar to corn, they actually grow a husk first. And then the little tomatillo grows inside and that husk protects it from so many pests. Oftentimes they actually grow on the ground and then they ripen and you don't have any problems. I love me some tomatillo. Have you ever seen also salsa verde? Yep, that's green salsa. That's made from tomatillos. They make a great sauce. You can use them in a lot of ways that you use tomatoes, but they got a little bit more of a zesty flavor, which I love. So I totally recommend for your spring garden, do some tomatillos. So number five is gonna be southern peas. Yay for the South. You can grow peas from spring into summer. Yep, these guys are great. And like 3 of the other items on this list, sweet potatoes, corn, and beans, they can be preserved, which is awesome because that means you don't need to worry about planting too much of them because you can preserve them. So you can eat them 6 months and even 12 months later. Yay! And that way you can kind of spread your food crops out, because that can be some of the problems with some of these vegetables is you just get a whole bunch at once. And if you don't have preserving techniques, like you're eating a lot of sweet potatoes all at once. But I will tell you, I have a whole sweet potato crop that I went and got in November, and like 6-7 months later, we still have sweet potatoes and they're doing just fine. So go ahead and do southern peas and get yourself another staple crop. So I mentioned preserving, and I've been doing some preserving lately. This guy right behind me, my mulberry, like, oh my gosh, with the amount of mulberries. 5 pounds in like 2 weeks. Is that crazy? Oh my gosh. But now we have like a new fun family tradition where like the kids get home and we go and we pick mulberries every day, and it's super cute. So yeah, fun family traditions with your food. But speaking of the berries, I was a dingleberry. Oh my gosh. I went and got plants started in this garden that's actually behind the camera. And I didn't build the trellises first. So my husband and I this last weekend, and my kids, oh, they helped too. It was really super cute. They helped me build some trellises. And that's what we're going to talk about next week. We're going to talk about how to build a trellis and some different ways that you might want to do it. So to make sure you don't miss that, go ahead and like, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. New videos on every Tuesday and Friday. And to make sure, or if you're looking for stuff to watch in between, go ahead and check out the Victory Garden series, because we're coming up on the last episode. That's going to be on Friday, where we're going to talk about victory gardens versus HOAs. And if you want to check out the whole series about increasing food security, decreasing costs in a time of crisis, go ahead and click on the card. Or, you know, the Growing Food is Easy challenge, or look for ideas from Growing Food is Easy. Or if you want to talk about native plants, check out True Florida Native. All good things, all good things. And I'll see you soon. Bye.